Namaste everyone. My name is Rekha. I am going to conduct the Kids Sanskaar summer camp for ages 5 to 11 and 12 plus. So today is the first session, pilot session, which I wanted everyone to know about, and hence I'm going to conduct this session. Okay, so let's start with the session. So for all the kids who are joining, hello kids, and for all the parents, namaste. Uh, I hope there is no problem in checking out the video. Okay, since this is a very kid-oriented session, I'm going to, be interacting and would be showing some pictures and all. So please bear with me, right? So, so we'll start off with a quiz, right? Um, because we'll it'll be interesting for the kids. I hope the kids in the session will be answering this question. So, I would like to know, who is this god? Yes, this god is Ganesha. And who is this god? This god is Shiva. Very nice. And this god, do you know who this god is? Very nice. This god is Krishna. You can see in the picture there's Ganesh and there are other gods as well here, right? There's Vishnu. And finally, who is this god? This god is Hanuman. Very nice. So, whenever we have to start a work, we always pray to one particular god. Can you name that god? Can you name that god? That god is Ganesh, Mahaganapati. So, whenever we start any work, we always pray to Mahaganapati. So, let's start with today's shloka. Shall we learn a shloka? Right. So let's see the first shloka. So this is Ganesh, as you can see. So can you all fold your hands in Namaste and recite the shloka along with me? Very nice. So let's start with that shloka. The shloka goes like this. I will say the shloka, you repeat along with me. Mushika Vahana, Modaka Hasta, Chamara Karna, Vilambita Sutra, Vamana Rupa, Maheshwara Putra, Vighna Vinayaka, Pada Namaste. Shall we repeat the shloka? Mushika Vahana, Modaka Hasta, Chamara Karna, Vilambita Sutra, Vamana Rupa, Maheshwara Putra, Vighna Vinayaka, Pada Namaste. Very, very nice. So this is the shloka. So let's understand the meaning of this shloka. Do you know what is Mushika? Mushika? Mushika is a rat or a mouse, right? Mushika Vahana. So tell me, what is a Vahana? Can any one of you tell me what is a Vahana? Okay, before that, tell me what is this? Can you see? This is, yes, this is Chase. And what is Chase riding on? A car. Very nice. And do you know what this is? This is A racing car. So this is also a car, right? So car is called a vahana, or anything that we ride on, right? Anything that we sit and ride on is called a vahana. And this is also a vahana. This is a truck, right? So vahana is anything that we ride on. So mushika vahana. So a god who rides, who has a vahana, or who has a vehicle of who is riding on a mouse is mushika vahana. Then what is modaka hasta? Hasta is hand, right? Modaka is this sweet here. The sweet is very tasty, and he has a sweet in his hand, modaka hasta. So a god who has modakas in his hand. Then we have chamara karna. Chamara is basically a huge fan, and karna is ears. So a god who has ears in the form of huge fans. So you can see an elephant. Elephant has huge ears like fans. So chamara karna. Vilambita sutra. Sutra is a thread. Vilambita sutra is a yajñopavitam, right? It's a sacred thread. Then Vamana Rupa, a god who is short in size, height. You can see the dwarf here. A god who is short in height is Vamana Rupa. Then Maheshwara Putra. Who is Maheshwara? Maheshwara is Shiva. Shiva's son is Ganesha. So then the shloka says, Vighna Vinayaka Pada Namaste. That means, O Vinayaka who has a rat as his mount or vahana, Modakas who holds modakas in his hands, who has ears like an elephant, who wears the sacred thread, who is short in height, and who is the son of Shiva, is Ganesha, and I pray to you. So as you can see in this picture of Ganesha, he has a modaka in his hand, he has a rat here, he is wearing a sacred thread, he has huge ears, he is short and chubby, and he is the son of Shiva. So this is Ganesha. So we'll recite the shloka one more time before we jump to the next thing. Mushika Vahana, Modaka Hasta, Chamarakarna, Vilambita Sutra, Vamana Rupa, Maheshwara Putra, Vighna Vinayaka, Pada Namaste. So he is Vignesh, he is Ganesh. So that is the meaning of the shloka. Salutations to Sri Vighna Vinayaka, whose vehicle is the mouse and who has modaka in his hand, whose large ears are like fans, and who wears a long sacred thread, who is short in height and is the son of Sri Maheshwara. Prostrations at the feet of Sri Vighna Vinayaka, the remover of the obstacles of this devotees. Right? This is the meaning of the shloka. Did you like the shloka? Yes? Very nice. Now is the story time. So, do you want to hear the story of Bal Ganesh or Ganesha when he was just born? Or how was Ganesha born? Do you want to hear that story? Yes. So let's see Ganesha's story. So, long time ago, in the Himalayas, on Kailash Parvat, Shiva and Parvati used to stay there. So Kailash is the place where Shiva and Parvati stay. We all stay in our homes, right? Similarly, the home of Shiva and Parvati is Kailash. So one day Shiva was not there in Kailash. He went out on some work. Parvati was alone in Kailash at her home. And she decided to make a small child with the help of clay. All of you might know about play doughs, right? All of you know what is a play dough. So we mold the play dough and make different sculptures out of it, different things. So similarly, Parvati decided she'll make clay boy, a boy made of clay. And she makes him into a very cute boy who is very chubby and who looks so nice. And then when she's very happy with the boy, she gives him life. She puts life into that boy, and the boy suddenly becomes alive. And he starts, jumping around, and he is very happy. And Parvati, when she sees him, she is also very, very happy. And her hands become dirty, obviously, because she's touched clay and all. So she says, I am going to go and have a bath. Ganesh, the she tells the boy that she'll go and have a bath. And she says, guard this place. Be a Dwarapalaka. Don't let anybody come inside our home. Make sure nobody comes in. No man, nobody comes inside the home because I'm having my bath. Make sure that nobody comes in. So that is what she tells that small boy, and she goes to have her bath. The boy is very excited and starts guarding the home. He goes from one place to one door to another, and he keeps moving, and he makes sure that nobody comes in. Then, sometime later, Lord Shiva comes to his home. But obviously, the boy has never seen Shiva, isn't it? The boy never saw Shiva because he was just born then. So he asks the man, who are you? Shiva says, I am Shiva, the lord of this place. Boy says, I don't know who you are. My mother has instructed me that you're not supposed to come inside. Nobody is supposed to come in. Shiva gets very angry. He says, who are you to stop me? This is my home. I'm going to go inside that home. But then the boy doesn't allow, and he starts fighting with Shiva. He has various weapons. He takes out swords and he starts fighting with Shiva. Shiva finally is very angry and he pulls out the Trishul. He pulls out his Trishul and hits the boy, and the boy falls down. He removes the head of the boy. And Parvati hears that noise and comes running to that place and sees that the boy has fallen down. There's no head. And she is very sad. She is very unhappy and she starts crying. Shiva is also very worried. He says, don't worry, Parvati. I'll go and get another head. So he tells his followers, his Ganas, to go into the forest and search for any animal which is sleeping in the north direction. So the followers go and search the forest, and they see an elephant who is sleeping in the northern direction, who puts his head in the north direction and is sleeping. Then the followers of Shiva go and get the head of that elephant and give it to Shiva. Shiva, what he does is he attaches that head. He attaches that head to the boy, the fallen boy. And lo, behold, the boy is well and healthy, and he now has the head of an elephant. So he becomes Ganesha. Shiva and Parvati both bless the kid, and now the kid is known as Ganesha Vignaharata, who has an elephant's head and who rides a mouse as his Vahana. So this is the story of Bal Ganesh. So how did you like the story? Like that? Yes? You like the story? I'm glad. No, I'm really happy that you guys have liked the story. So this is what I'm going to do in my next sessions as well. A story, a question answer, uh, a shloka, a story, and then we'll be doing some fun facts, and then we'll be taking question answer from all the kids. So this is how the session looks like. So now, do you guys have any questions? Right. So if you guys don't have any questions, we can end the session here. Now, did you know this is a fun fact? Do you know the names of the wife of Ganesh? The names of wives of Ganesh are Siddhi and Buddhi. But actually, Ganesha is not married. He is a brahmachari. Did you know this? It's a fact. Adi Shankaracharya mentions this in Saundarya Lahari and says, you are a brahmachari yet still. So the wives of Ganesha in common knowledge is that they are Buddhi and Siddhi, but he is actually not married. He is a brahmachari. Why then are we saying that his wife's names are Buddhi and Siddhi? That is because Ganesha has Buddhi, has intelligence, and hence he his wife is known as Buddhi, and he also has Ashtasiddhis, Anima, Mahima, Garima, Laghima, Prapti, Prakamya, Ishita, and Vashitva. So these are the Ashtasiddhis that Ganapati has, and hence Siddhi is also considered as his wife. But actually, he is a brahmachari. So, so, so this is the session. Now I'm going to give you a homework for the next session. I'm going to share some color work, color books, where I'll ask all the kids who have attended the session to color these and get back in the next session. Will you be doing that? Can you color those pictures for me? I'm going to share the pictures and you color those and get back to me, right? And we'll also recite the shloka again in the next session and try remembering the shloka and we'll do this together again, right? Shall we take this as a homework? We'll recite the shloka and we'll color. So we'll do this both in the next session again. So I'll end the session here. I hope you have liked today's session. I look forward to seeing you guys again in the next session. Right? Bye.